Hi, fourth graders. I am going to read for you the article titled Creepy Cave Crawlers. California's newly discovered cave creatures hold clues to monitoring changes in the environment. Inside the dark, damp, underground caves of two national parks in Central California, scientists made an amazing discovery. They found 27 previously unknown species of spiders, centipedes, millipedes, and scorpion-like creatures. Our first picture at the top of our article shows a picture of a stalagmite, which forms when water and calcium drips and hardens over time. These are the formations that rise up from the grounds of the caves. The cave dwellers are all invertebrates, or animals without backbones. The discoveries included a tiny pill bug that is translucent, or almost clear. Its internal organs are visible, even its bright yellow liver. There was also a daddy longlegs with a jaw larger than its body, as well as a little bright orange spider. Some creatures were so tiny that scientists had to use its fine hairs of a paintbrush just to collect them. We thought we might find a handful of new species, says Joel Despain, a cave expert for the parks, but it was amazing to find 27 different species. Cool cave mysteries. Why had the cave creatures never been discovered before? Even though it's rare to find unknown animal species on Earth's surface, it's not the same for caves. Just like the deep sea, caves are difficult to reach and haven't been explored as much as the Earth's surface. Adapting to cave life. The creatures are unique, not only because they are found just in caves, but also because some are found in only a single cave or a specific part of a cave. There are usually more creatures at the cave's entrance because there is more food there, scientist Rob Myers says. The further back in a cave, the more you find creatures that have adapted to cave life. What you find is more and more strange. The creatures are often blind and have no pigment. Pigment is what gives things their coloring. A creature such as the pillbug, for example, doesn't need pigment in its skin because it doesn't have to protect itself from the sun, and the daddy longlegs probably developed such big jaws to quickly grab prey. In our picture right here, we see that this is a millipede, which is one of the less strange creatures that scientists find in caves. The creatures they find in caves are often blind with no coloring. Classifying the creatures. The next task is to name the new species. Specialists called taxonomists are working to classify and name the creatures. Scientists will also study the new species to determine whether their populations are healthy. Cave animals can teach scientists a lot about the environment because the creatures are sensitive to changes in the ecosystem. An ecosystem is a community of plants and animals that interacts with the environment. If cave creatures decline or get sick, it could mean that there are problems or changes in the environment. The recent discoveries have led park officials to plan to protect the caves and the newly found species. Now that we know the species are there, we can use them to learn more about the cave ecosystems and life on this planet, says Myers. Exploring caves. What do you call someone who explores and studies caves? A spelunker. Caves are absolutely dark, scientist Rob Myers says. They are darker than your bedroom gets at night. There is zero light in a cave, so you can't see a hand in front of your face. As Spelunker heads into a cave, he or she wears a helmet with a headlamp and also carries an extra flashlight. The cave explorer also wears elbow pads and knee pads to crawl along the rocky floor. Many caves are underground, so the explorer slides down on ropes connected to special harnesses. While there, a spelunker might see the magnificent cone-shaped formations of the stalagmites and the stalactites. They form when water with calcium drips and the mineral hardens and builds up over time. Stalagmites rise from the ground. There was a picture of them in the beginning of this article. Stalactites resemble icicles and hang from a cave's ceilings. When they meet, they form a column. What is an easy way to remember the difference between the words? Stalactite has a C for ceiling, and stalagmite has a G for ground. So in this picture over here, the stalactites look like icicles and they hang from the cave's ceiling.